Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new story. The name of this story is What If Naruto Was Protected by Nature? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. And without any further ado, oh, I almost forgot. Sorry about yesterday's upload. I know it was quite late but I was busy. I had to leave, and since it began to rain heavily, there was a lot of traffic jam, and yeah, we couldn't see properly outside, so we had to drive back very slowly because it was getting foggy on the mirrors of the car, like with the windshield and the side mirrors and all that. So yeah, because of that I got home late, like 2 to 3 hours late than expected, because we live now quite far away from the city. So yeah, because of that it was a delay and I had to upload the video later. I'm trying to be regular basically, and yeah, I don't want to take a day off. So I hope you guys don't mind that, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And now without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato on the night of the Kyuubi attack. The village was in shambles. Destruction, death was everywhere. Screams could be heard throughout the whole village. The shinobis were forming the last line of defense under the leadership of the Hiruzen Sarutobi, the retired Sandaime Hokage of the said village. The only person who was missing from the battle was Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, their current leader, who arrived just in the nick of time as Hiruzen and his fellow comrades were about to lose their life. He had summoned the chief Toad, Kamabunta, from the Toad summoning clan to even the odds, but even the chief Toad was not enough for the strongest Biju, Yubi no Yoko. As the battle between the two titans continued, it gave Minato enough time to prepare a seal, and he summoned the Shinigami, using the Reaper Death Seal, which was used to form a contract with the literal goddess of death in exchange for their soul. And that is what Minato did. He exchanged his soul so that the village could be protected, and so could be his son. But the Shinigami said a few words to him. "Your child is already protected," which caused Minato to be confused, but in the end he agreed and accepted that. Once that was said and done, Minato's life force was taken. Kushina, she could not endure, because she was already dead too as well. Being the Jinchuriki and giving birth and having that same Biju being ripped out of you later on, even if you are in Uzumaki, the strongest one out there, you're bound to die because of the fatigue as well as the chakra drop and loss. And so, now we see, the boy was left orphaned. As the Kyuubi was sealed away, someone tried to lunge towards the boy. A half-white, half-black figure with green hair. Hiruzen, who was standing nearby it, saw it. "Think I would let you win? No, I will take the child away." As the said figure saying this lunged towards the child, from the earth itself, wooden dome erupted out of nowhere, surrounding the boy, causing the figure to stop, as wooden spikes erupted from the wooden dome, spreading everywhere like a spike ball. Some of them pierced straight through even his arm, causing him to tear it off but dash away by turning into a shadow onto the ground. "Who was that? After him, now!" said Hiruzen, as he looked down towards Minato. "He's protected. He's protected," were the only things Minato said twice before his breath stopped. Hiruzen obviously did not realize what Minato meant by that, as then he saw that the wooden dome was disappearing again. As Hiruzen stood up and walked towards the child, who was at calm and peace and was surrounded by flowers from within. Huh? How did these flowers get in? "Hokage-sama, we couldn't track him down," said the envoys returned, causing Hiruzen to be out of his thought again. "Secure the place and gather those who have died. There will be a funeral a few days later for them. Help out the people later. Hi, move out now. We have a lot of work to do." As he looked towards the child again, still wondering how was he able to do this? Who did this? And so he picked up the child, who was still resting in a basket that was filled with flowers, and arrived at his office. There he was still confused that after all this, even after being moved, the child was calm, quiet, and sleeping peacefully, almost like it was out of this world. As Ananwu arrived, Hokage-sama. Ah, Kakashi. I'm glad to see you here. I thought you might too have. For a moment I thought too as well. So since I didn't make it... No. I'm sorry, Kakashi. Minato died. He used the Reaper Death Seal. I see. Is that his son? Yes. I am here to tell you that Kushina-san is also dead. What? You found her body? Yes. The medics checked her and revealed that due to the stress and a lot of loss of blood as well as chakra, her body couldn't take the toll, and she had died while trying to arrive into the battlefield. I see. Place her body next to Minato's in morgue. We will prepare a funeral for both of them. What about the child? Who will be watching over him? I have something in mind, but right now we need to make sure that the council is settled down, because they need a lot of questions that are needed to be answered. I see. I'll watch over him. I'll hold you to it, Kakashi. And so Hiruzen made his way, leaving Naruto in the care of Kakashi towards the Hokage, from the Hokage office to the council chamber. Once he arrived, he saw that the council was there, the civilians traumatized, shaken up, the elders with serious expression, and the shinobis with grim one. As seeing Hiruzen instead of Minato, they realized that it was in fact true. Their Hokage was dead. Effective immediately that Hiruzen was the only Hokage now by default. Once he was seated, he broke the silence by saying, Look, I know that most of us are going through a lot of stuff right now. Trauma, pain, and loss. We even have lost our leader. But the good thing is that we were able to survive because of their sacrifice. It was an unnecessary sacrifice, Hiruzen. The QB took too many lives. I know. If Minato had handled this much more earlier, there was someone who attacked the child. So my guess is that someone was there, infiltrated and attacking Minato and Kushina, that led to this all. So you mean to say that someone attacked them? We all heard an explosion, Danzo. You all cannot disagree from that. It was heard throughout the whole village before all of this began. True, but Minato still could have. He was fighting an enemy. He arrived just in the nick of time and sacrificed his life, doing so by saving our lives and our village. His village. You all. I see. And we're not blaming him for all this then. It's the QB's fault. Yes. And this person. Who was it? Half white, half black with green hair. Almost like it wasn't a human, but it was a humanoid figure. Or whatever that thing was. I am sure that it is somewhere nearby. I still can't figure out where. The Anbus went after him but found nothing. Seriously, nothing? Nothing at all. They returned after half an hour or so. There was nothing there. So our mystery man disappeared into thin air. Are you mocking me, Danzo? Or our people? We have survived a tragedy tonight. And are aware of our enemy. It wasn't an accident, someone caused it. It escaped and we now have a lot of stuff to deal with. Yes, I am aware. And I'm trying to wake you up because a lot of threats like these are going to follow suit if we don't have a proper Jinchuriki who is trained. And talking about Jinchuriki, I wish to know what happened to the Biju. Who is the new Jinchuriki? From what I could recall, some people did witness that it was an infant child. It was Minato and Kushina's son. As everyone listened to it, as Hiruzen noticed their expressions, they were still the same. His name is Naruto, and that is all I can tell you. What? Why? That some of the civilians, so that the child could... so the demon could take over the child and maybe kill us all? No. Shinigami is the one protecting us all, because it has been involved in that seal. We don't want the protection of the death goddess. What we want is assurance from you, Hokage-sama. We already have lost a lot of our loved ones. We don't wish to see any more dead. You won't. Don't you not trust Minato and his handiwork? The seal was made by the ancient Uzumaki warriors. Have you no faith in them? The Uzumakis couldn't protect their own village with all due respect, Hokage-sama. What their seals are capable of can be realized from that. As Hiruzen stood up, mind you again, if the Uzumakis weren't here, the protective barriers on the outer walls and the symbol that you all proudly wear would not have been here at all. And how did that fare against the Kyuubi? Hiruzen was beyond pissed, and he then said, "Mark my words, if any one of you try to get so much as near to that child, I will have your head. My word is law. This is a dictatorship. My dictatorship. Never, ever forget about that." And with that, the meeting was ended. As he arrived back into his office, where we see Kakashi was waiting for him. "Kage-sama, you're back." "It's not going great, Kakashi. We have to place him in an orphanage." "But a different one." "A different one?" "Yes. A one in which I have eyes in." "Do you know someone who is trustworthy?" "Yes. Yes, I do." And so, Hanma-san, a old man who ran an orphanage, a little one, at the outskirts of Konoha, was chosen. And there Naruto was delivered. And so, monthly staple for Naruto was allotted, and time began to pass by. Naruto reached at the age of 6, and that is when all things went down to hell. At least for Naruto's social life, because Naruto, when tried to make friends, even in the orphanage and outside, the kids were scared of him and stayed away from him like a plague. As for the adults, they glared at him, sneered at him. Naruto did not know why or what he did, but they just were enraged. Turns out, Hiruzen figured out that some of the council members have leaked the info that Naruto was here. They figured it out, connected the dots, and obviously knew who he was, causing Naruto's life to turn upside down. But whenever someone tried to attack him or harm him, even such as throwing a rock towards him while he was walking by, literally wooden wall would arise from the ground and protect him, alongside with stone or earth wall. And wooden spikes would be launched towards the man who was throwing the stone towards him. At first, people didn't care. In fact, they got more and more enraged, so much so that one night on his birthday, which was his 9th or 10th birthday, he was attacked, dragged into an alleyway, and there, when people tried to hurt him physically, a wooden dome appeared surrounding him, and from earth itself, a tear spread open, swallowing them whole. As it closed, as if nobody was there ever before and nothing has happened. And once the wooden dome was gone, Naruto stood there wide-eyed. Huh? What happened? Where did those people go? Unfortunately for Naruto, this was all being seen and witnessed by a root Anbu, who reported back to his master, Danzo. As Danzo, after listening to this, was quite intrigued and amused, and he wanted to test Naruto's abilities. He began to send root Anbus one after the others, tried to kidnap Naruto or physically harm him, aiming to kill. Many got close, but none succeeded. It was the same story all over again. Something was protecting him, even while he was asleep, unconscious, or just resting and not paying attention. And all of the times it was either wood release, earth release, or lightning release, or wind release sometimes, natural elements. Danzo was more and more intrigued, so much so that he contacted a devil itself, Orochimaru. As a meeting was held in the shadows as Orochimaru appeared. What do you want from me, Danzo? I am a man of little patience, especially for Konoha. So tell me before I slit your throat. you will find something very, very intriguing. Look at the pictures of this boy. And these are the incidents in which a lot of my men, more than 150, have lost their lives or their limbs. What's his name? Said Orochimaru, looking throughout the pictures. Naruto. I can tell that he is special from the way the people are being flung around and he's not even aware. Something is protecting him. Yes, that much is obvious, but all of them are natural elements. Sometimes it's earth release, wood release, lightning release, or even wind release. Something that the boy is not using. Normally when a shinobi uses chakra, we all are aware they use hand seals. But the boy isn't even paying attention when my men are attacking. So he's using them unconsciously. No, he's not even conscious about it at all. Meaning something is protecting him. Interesting. What do you want me to do? I can tell that your mind is turning already, Orochimaru. He will be a suitable test subject to you, and I want results. Since he is the Jinchuriki of Konoha, I want us to collaborate, and you can do your stuff, and in the end I will have a super soldier, a weapon that I can wield and use against the enemies of Konoha. It seems we have a deal. And at that night, Naruto was attacked at the age of 10 while he was sleeping in his own apartment because he was kicked out of the orphanage because even the old man Hanma couldn't keep him because of the civilians attacking and vandalizing the orphanage. The other kids were not safe, so he begged the Hokage to move him. A few years back, when Naruto reached at the age of 8, as Naruto was resting in his apartment, we see someone broke in discreetly, and once he tried to grab Naruto, literally a wooden spike rose and pierced straight through their chest, killing them. As Naruto woke up, screamed, An was gathered alongside with Hiruzen Sarutobi. It's Kabuto Yakushi. As, after some investigation, Anko screamed in rage, "The bastard has his mark! Orochimaru's mark!" You mean to say Orochimaru's spy? Yes! Who else he would be? Calm down, Anko. I know what you feel about him. He will be grabbed and prosecuted. I hope so. That bastard has already caused enough pain for everyone. I know. And he will pay. You have my word for that. As Naruto was looking down, shaken up, as Hiruzen decided while the others focused he would take out Naruto to grab some late night snack and hopefully ease up the boy. After taking a long walk, we see Hiruzen then asked, while atop of the Hokage monument, "So Naruto-kun, what are your future plans, huh?" "Why now?" "I want to know, obviously, since, you have to choose something for your future." "I don't know. At first I wanted to be a shinobi. Now I don't even want to. I don't want to harm anyone, even my own enemies. I just want to live in peace and somewhere where there's a lot of nature and greenery and just peace and calm." "Well, there are a lot of places that I can think of, but shinobis and, well, elemental nation noise is everywhere, son. You can't escape it. You have to at least learn how to defend yourself, and for that you have to become a shinobi at least, a chunin or a jonin. After that you can do whatever you want." "Seriously?" "Yes. I have enrolled you into the Shinobi Academy. I know it's 2 years late, but we can't wait any longer. The attacks that have been happening on you are continuous, Naruto. You need to be able to protect yourself. So far you have gotten lucky, but that would not be the case in the future." "You're right. I guess I have to train." And so, Naruto was put into the academy. The Chunin who was in charge of his class, Iruka, used to hate him, but only very first day when he met Naruto he realized that he was not the Kyuubi. He was just nothing more than a poor boy who had an unfortunate fate of bearing that soul. So, he treated Naruto differently from the first go, and helped him out, and Naruto, not being a troublemaker, but a calm figure, in this verse was, well, very much liked. So much so that even Sasuke Uchiha, the emo, would rather sit by him than with his fangirls or anyone else, because Naruto was calm, quiet, minded his own business, and, well, was ace of the class as well when it came to learning stuff and learning new techniques. He was able to use the hand seals, even if they were sloppy, and the jutsu would, by itself, even with all sorts of elements, would present itself as the most powerful thing that Naruto has released. As finally, Naruto at the age of 13 was graduated, a lot of D-rank missions were done, and during that, Tora, the cat that has been literal demon spawn for the whole village, just walked up to Naruto's arm once it ran away again, and Team 7 was easily able to pass. Obviously, the Jonins were quite shocked, as if a literal saint has arrived there, because nothing would calm the demon down. The cat was so peaceful that it was purring loudly and asleep. Even Hiruzen had to take a double take because that cat was known famously throughout the village for being a menace. And if Naruto could calm it down, then that was something. Seeing that, the lady was quite happy and even rewarded Naruto extra, which he substituted with his teammates and sensei. "Why are you doing this, Naruto?" said Hiruzen quite curiously. "I mean, we all did work hard. So it's obvious that we all should be paid equally, shouldn't we?" said Naruto with a soft smile, as Sakura and Sasuke were impressed. And later, now we see, the first C-rank mission came, after Sasuke requested it. They arrived at the land of waves through a lot of hurdles, and since Naruto decided to hurt them, and there, for the first time, Naruto realized the pain and suffering of the others. So much so that when he shedded tears, literal rainstorm began to arrive throughout the village, so much so that lightning struck at Kato's hideout, killing him, because the lightning was so intense and struck 50 times at one place, just because Naruto shedded a tear. And once it was said and done, we see the bridge was successfully completed without any hurdle, and Gato was nowhere to be seen. The villagers, although wary, sent out a scout. Once he returned, he was celebrating and telling what has happened. Gato has been scorched by lightning itself, by Mother Nature itself, to literal ashes, and the people celebrated. Naruto was happy for them, and then finally bid their farewell and returned back to Konoha, where Chunin exams awaited them. Obviously, Orochimaru by the time was planning the Konoha crush and was pissed because Naruto was saved and got his apprentice killed. So, Naruto was the main target to kill, while Sasuke was the one to steal. In the midst of the Chunin exam, the second part especially, which was the forest of death, Orochimaru striked in the disguise of a Genin. Naruto, obviously being protected by the nature, not only protected himself but his teammates as they got away through the wooded dome, led by a voice from within, as if Naruto could see where they were going, all the way to the center tower. Orochimaru tried to attack and break through the wooden dome even with his most powerful techniques and prized jutsus, but nothing worked. Even the Kusanagi blade broke. Yes, it shattered, but couldn't break through the wooden dome. Orochimaru was frustrated because both of its targets got free, and Naruto and his team passed. After that, the preliminary rounds came, in which Naruto fought Kiba alone because Akamaru didn't want to fight Naruto. Since he was a canine, he knew that Naruto had a strong connection to nature. After being beaten, Kiba was asked that why didn't Akamaru fought, and Kiba gave a hint to not only everyone but also to his Hokage. Akamaru says that he's connected to nature, protected by it, and wouldn't attack. I don't know what happened to him. I gotta have to make sure I cut off Akamaru's streets. No, Kiba. Even Kurimaru said that something is off about that boy. He is awfully close to nature, to the point that nature obsessively protects over him. That has never happened before. Never. Never. How is that possible? And so Jiraiya was called, and Naruto was sent with him to the Mount Miyaboku in the 1-month break to train. Once there, the toads gravitated towards him. Even the elder toad himself, Kamamaru, arrived, who was lazy and was always seated or asleep, and he vowed that he would train Naruto himself, and for a whole month Naruto personally was trained by him. As Pa and Ma figured it out, Jiraiya boy, that boy's soul, it has a deep connection with nature. He has a chakra point within him that connects him to nature, and nature protects him. All elements protect him, even if he doesn't use any chakra. Wait, so he like commands them? No. He is in their protection, favored by them. That is why he is always calm, peaceful, and want to live in peace, and always say that he doesn't wish to become a shinobi. Yet he is being forced to by Hiruzen for what he has been told by us. Because Hiruzen told him that he is doing this to protect himself. Damn it, Sensei. Always making things complicated for me. Alright, and what else? What else is this that the boy is special, Jiraiya? Keep that a secret close to your heart. What? But what if my sensei and the others ask? Don't tell them. Because the power he possesses, if he's forced to use it, the nature will oblige. And once it does, a lot of disasters will strike. Remember the land of waves that you told us? Gato being incinerated to ash. It was only him shedding tears that day. As Jiraiya realized the gravity of the situation and wrote a strong letter to his sensei and told him to burn it down later, and that is what Hiruzen did. And now he was pale as well, realizing just who they were dealing with. After Naruto's return, the Chunin exams happened and Naruto was able to pass, but at that time Konoha crush began. As in canon, in the end, Naruto using his abilities, such as the toad summoning, as well as natural abilities this time around, instead of summoning the visage of the Nine Tails, was able to defeat the One Tails and the others, causing Suna and the others to fall back and Orochimaru to be captured, but not before he took out Hiruzen Sarutobi. Naruto dashed towards him, was even beginning to shed tears as lightning storm began to gather around. Don't cry, Naruto. I'm sorry, son, that I forced you to go through all of this. No, TJ, don't say that. No. You are free to live your life the way you want. You don't have to fight. If you don't want to, just live a peaceful life like you wanted to. Really? Yes. As Hiruzen then said with a smile on his face, I'm proud of you, Naruto. And I'm so sorry that I pushed you into this. Forced you into this. No. You were doing this for me because I had to protect myself. I'm sorry, Naruto. Were the only words Hiruzen said before dying. As now, we see. A huge funeral was held as Jiraiya stood in front of the gates after a few weeks, seeing that Naruto was there, free from all the clutches finally. He even decided to move out of Konoha and go somewhere far away, where his heart leads. Are you sure you want to do this, kid? Yes, Jiraiya-sama. I don't wish to stay here. I have no point to stay here. The only family I got was Gigi. Since he's gone, I don't have any point of staying here and neither the motivation to continue to become a shinobi. I'll be leaving and living life for myself once. Once Naruto left, he began to travel, but the news spread fast. Akatsuki tried to attack. Even those remnants of Orochimaru's forces tried to. But nature, who was protecting him obsessively, never let them get near him. They all were swallowed whole, disappeared without a trace of brain from the earth, as if they never existed. Even Iwa shinobis disappeared alongside with Kumo's. So they all made a silent agreement. Nobody chases him, the sage that is protected by the nature itself. As Naruto disappeared into the forest and never looked back, enjoying a life of solace with nature, calm, and peace. As this is where I'll be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Made of Life channel as well. As this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.